SARD is a friendly, authentic, family, passionate about technology company. We're just the right size to take on the big projects and small enough to really care.
We provide SARD to over 40 clients from across the healthcare sector, ranging from really quite big NHS trusts, including the majority of the Shelford Group, through to smaller, more specialist providers.
I don't think you can define SARD based on what it is today. I think you can define it on a journey. And the journey is help improve the NHS.
When we started SARD, it was very small. There was only really Kevin, Phil, Babs and myself.
Oxley's NHS Trust had asked us to build some appraisal software for them, just for them.
That one project led to another project, and the success of those in-house projects led to this thing called revalidation coming on the horizon. So for the next 2 years, we worked on a medical revalidation software system for Oxley's.
Right from the start, they were prepared to work with us. It wasn't about, here's what you can get, it's what would you like the system to look like. It really does feel like a product that was developed by doctors, with doctors, for doctors.
When we got to the end of that process, a number of other trusts saw it and said, this looks good, can we sort of get a piece of the action?
Oxley then suggested to us that we might want to think about commercialising that system, and we went into partnership with them, and very quickly some other NHS trusts came on board. Guy's and St Thomas's were a very early adopter of the system, so were King's College Hospitals, so were East London.
People started to ask for more, so we delivered more modules.
That growth has mainly been because we work so closely with our clients. We don't develop any new products unless we're actually partnered up with one of them in order to find out exactly what it is they need.
Job planning, for example, started with Harrogate and District.
We've worked very closely with Guy's and St Thomas's to produce an e-leave system. Real close partnership working with those trusts to actually go in, find out what works and what doesn't work, what the actual real problem is.
That's one thing I've loved about SARD, the ability to listen, understand what the needs are, and bring innovative ideas to the problem, which is something really different. It's a great partnership.
SARD's still a joint venture with Oxley's.
It's a relationship that's endured throughout, and it's been important because obviously it provides us with the NHS knowledge from within the NHS on a day-to-day basis.
We hit a sweet spot really between being in the NHS enough that we share their problems and share their goals and share their aspirations, but we're outside enough that we're not caught in the red tape and the bureaucracy that you might get in a large organisation. You get a company that can be light on its feet and move and innovate and do interesting things, but is also working so closely with the organisation itself that we're in the ditch with them, trying to help them out.
We train our staff on the process of revalidation, on what the GMC is all about. So they all know the stresses and strains that the doctors are under, and I think that really sets us apart.
For me, SARD is excellent customer service coupled with innovative, forward-thinking technology. When they're recruiting staff and when they're recruiting people to come into their business, the quality of staff that they're looking for, because that is their brand.
When people are at their best and they're doing their best work, they're working on a project alongside people. I don't know, if it's like a sunny day and you're painting the shed in the garden and there's a bunch of you all doing it together, and then someone brings a tea out, and it's just that feeling of making something better as a team. And that's the essence of our culture. It's building something together, and that togetherness and making something good.
It's never been about making the company as big as possible and as rich as possible. It's really about making the best product that we can, and part of that is having a really happy workforce, because that then helps us keep our clients happy, it keeps the end users happy, and ultimately that is the mark of success, I think, of a good company, and particularly of a company like SARD.
It makes a big personal difference to me that we are helping people who work within the NHS, be that doctors or the NHS managers, because the NHS belongs to all of us.
We're passionate about making SARD easy for them to use so they can do it quickly and efficiently, so they can continue with the rest of their job.
the productivity savings to the NHS are huge. And if you're talking about consultants having to do this, and you know consultants are well paid in the NHS, that's a tremendous amount of savings.
If we can find places where we make it more efficient and then we're opening up millions and millions of pounds worth of money, that's money that can be spent on doctors and nurses and equipment rather than agency staff or bureaucracy and administrative headaches. And ultimately that means better care for patients. We've got a software company that's basically an incubator for great products going forward. We've started to explore how we can use artificial intelligence to resource plan in the NHS. We've seen what it can do and actually the life-changing effect it will have.
SARD is all about evolution. It has to be, and the way it evolves is by looking at the flow within the NHS. What do they require? How does that requirement change? What can we do to make it easier for them to deal with that change?
This group of people, the way that we all pull together and we're all going in the same direction together as a team kind of feels unstoppable.